Hello, everybody. How we doing? My name is Jennifer Holshouser, and today we're going to talk about setting systems and not just goals. So we're at the end of 2024, and Happy New Year. Um, we're going to get our systems ready in place for 2025. Okay. So everyone has dreams, right? A lot of people set goals. Okay. But everybody has habits, but almost nobody has that system, right? So that's what we're going to talk about today, setting the system to reach your goals. It's one thing to like set the goal and it's another to have the dream, but you have to keep the focus and you have to have that upward gravity, which is the system giving you that forward momentum. Okay. So today we're going to do a 5-step process down the mountain of your dreams. So we have our mountain, right? Mountain. And we're going to do a 5-step process down the mountain of your dreams. We're going to start here first with purpose. Then we're going to start with your dream. Then we're going to start with the goals. Then we're going to continue with the system. And we're going to end with your habits. Okay. So this is our mountain. All right. So get some paper, get a drink, because we have work to do. We're going to do this together. Okay. We're going to do this together and we're going to start the year off right. All right. So everybody have paper? Everybody ready? Because we're going to do this. So our first hill, it's the goal hill. All right. It's the goal. Like, oh, nope. Where's my marker? All right. It's the goal hill. There's your little hill, right? Goal, hill. Okay. So your goal, you have SMART goal. Everybody knows SMART goal: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time bound, right? SMART goals. These are small goals. These are steps that you take every day. Okay. These are habits. So small goal, drink more water, right? Walk 10,000 steps a day. Do 100 sit-ups a day, post your mock bookings. These are all like small goals. We're not going to focus on our small goals today. We're going to go big, right? We're going to do the Mount Everest. I have Rebecca in mind here. We're going to do the Mount Everest of goals. Okay. So bigger goals, they take more work. Many, many of us create these mountains of goals, but we use hill-sized tactics. What does that do? It creates a circle of shame, right? A circle of defeat. You try, you stop. You try, you stop, right? You never end up knowing what you're actually made of, and you're never really giving it all, and you're not pursuing this big goal. So it's kind of like a self-defense mechanism stopping you from pursuing your potential. Does that make sense to everybody? Everybody on pet track with what I'm doing? So we've heard these worries like many of times. We just got off a call the other day, with David and like all of our worries. You're worried, if you're going to go all out and trying to reach your dreams, you're worried that your potential is not really as big as what you thought it was. What's the outcome of that? Nothing. We're just not going to try at all, right? So, what if I told you your potential is much bigger than what you could ever imagine? People tend to overestimate what they can do in a year, but they underestimate what they can do in 10 years. Okay. So right now you feel like you haven't lived up to your potential and you feel shame about, you feel shame about that. And you're going to forever have this perception of yourself like, I can't reach my goals. I can't do this. No, stop doing that. You keep going and you will see that you have that potential to live out your dreams. Okay. So Mount Everest is what we're going to talk about today, right? So this is our big goal. This is it. Okay. This is it. So some people say that they don't know what they want, but that's not true. It's just a matter of giving yourself permission to do it, right? To get it. Okay, so we have our small hill, right? Our small hill. This is your hill of goals, right? This is, your like little how are we going to get there hill of goals right here. Next we have our big hill. Next we have our stop it. Okay, next we have our big hill, which is our Mount Everest. This is the mountain of your dreams, right? People don't think they can achieve this Mount Everest, so instead of focusing on this plan A of Mount Everest, they go after plan A or plan B, then plan C, right? Then plan C, and they never go after this plan A goal, right? So after research, the bigger your goal is, the more likely it is that you're going to reach it. Why is that? Because you have motivation and you care about goal A. You don't care about goal B. You don't care about goal C. You don't care about goal D. Those are like your rebound goals from a breakup. Then, so what happens when you don't reach goal D because you never cared about it in the first place? It creates a concept that you can't achieve your real goal, right? It's all mind over matter. So, habits, okay? So, we got our habits all the way to our goals, right? Your goal is to climb Mount Everest. Habit, walk daily, goal, reach the top, right? We're going to climb Mount Everest. So if you're climbing Mount Everest, right, and you wake up one morning and you're like, I'm going to climb Mount Everest, you're not just going to drive to Mount Everest and start climbing, right? No, that's crazy. Habits and goals are good, but this is where the system comes in, okay? So you need to plan in advance and create that system so you can achieve that goal. So you're going to climb Mount Everest, right? Boom, boom, boom. You might walk 1,000 steps today. Tomorrow, you might walk 2,000 steps. Next week, you might walk 3,000 steps. Okay, see where I'm going? Then you're going to walk 5,000. Then you're going to get there, right? It's the system that you have. You can't just wake up and do it. So this is what we're going to do. All right, about above our goal level, we have your life purpose and your dreams. All right, quit doing that. We have your life purpose and your dreams. Setting goals and smart goal tactics aren't going to be useful to us right now because there are people who reach their goal and they're not happy, right? They have like this, what they call this goal depression. And if you do not have this purpose in your dreams lined up, you're not going to be happy with reaching your goals because you still haven't fulfilled your purpose. Hence, goal depression. So we're going to work our way down the mountain, right? We're going to go down it, okay? This group, the group of habits that are strung together, it's actually going to make this thing happen, all right? So stay with me here. So everyone has dreams. Everyone, a lot of people set their goals. Everyone has habits, but almost no one has the system which is going to propel them up that mountain. So it's one thing to have the goals, another set the dreams, but to keep that focus and have the upward gravity, it's where the system that gives you that momentum. All right. So we do not rise to the level of our goals, but we fall to the level of our systems. Write that down. All right. So
That's
we're
from
going to focus
Atomic
on the
Habits.
5 steps.
Is that from Atomic Habits?
Is it? Yes.
Yeah.
I love it. So we do not rise from the level of our goals. We fall to the level of our systems. Okay. So we're going to focus on a 5-step process down the mountain of your dreams, right? Forward thinkers are backwards planners. Yes. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to start with our purpose, then our dreams, then our goals, then our system, then our habits. Okay. So on that piece of paper, let's start with purpose. All right. We're going to start with purpose. How do I add a page? I did this earlier and it worked. You might know how to add a page. Oh,
Yes. Yes. Okay. Did you
I got
find
it.
it? Okay.
Thank you. Okay, so we're going to add our page here. Now, You're going to write down on your piece of paper, my purpose is to pursue blank. Oh, wait, messed
Are you
up here.
supposed to be sharing something, Jen? Because it's not up. We
And
still have Mount Everest.
feel what?
We still have Mount Everest. So if you're
You do?
showing us what to type, we don't see it.
Is it working now?
No.
No. Can you scroll down? Okay, we're just going to have one big giant page here. Okay, write this down. My purpose is to pursue blank and feel blank, helping others do the same. Okay? Let me copy this and I'll put it in the chat here. There. My purpose is to pursue blank and feel blank, helping others do the same. Okay? Don't fill in those blanks yet. All right? You're going to come to the answers. All right? So for this exercise, close your eyes and picture the earliest good childhood memory that you can think of. Your earliest good childhood memory. All right? Were you learning how to ride a bike? Were you on a plane? Were you on a beach? Were you, I don't know, sitting on your grandma's lap? Whatever. Think about your first best childhood memory. Think about who was there, what the weather was like, how you felt. Write down 5 emotions that you were feeling. Okay? 5 emotions. All right? So, like, were you feeling peace? Were you feeling creative? Were you feeling, joyful? Were you feeling happy? I don't know, excited? 5 feelings. Okay? Now, your second part of this is to think about the second most wonderful early childhood memory. Okay? That you could think of, like not your first one, but now your next one. So were you swimming? Were you playing in the mud? Were you canning green beans with your grandma? I don't know. But again, picture who was there, how wonderful it was, right? Write down those 5 emotions that you were feeling. They can be the same, or they can be duplicate or whatever, but write down those 5 emotions. Okay. And next, I want you to think of a recent memory, something like happened, between the last couple of years and now. Okay. Like recent. Were you learning a new skill? Were you on your first cruise? Were you, I don't know, having a talk with your grandma, whatever. Okay. Think about the most wonderful feeling that you just recently experienced. And again, list those 5 emotions that you were feeling at that time. Okay. So at the end of this, you'll have 15 emotions. All right. You can use duplicate ones, like I said. Okay. So I'm going to tell you mine just to kind of give you an idea. My very first memory I had was riding bikes on the trails in the woods, in our woods, in our farm. My feelings were fun, freedom, exciting, creative, joyful, right? My second most recent memory were riding 4-wheelers in the farm. Me and my brother, oh my God, that's all we did was ride 4-wheelers. Again, freedom, exciting, happy, fun, blessed. Okay. My most recent one I have 2, traveling, because I've been traveling a lot here lately, and riding the Ranger on the farm when we were cutting cedar just a couple weeks ago. Freedom, blessed, exciting, happy, peaceful. Okay. So those 15 emotions that you have, I want you to rank them on a scale from 1 to 10 on how important that emotion is to you. Okay. Rank them on a scale. Which one is the most important down to the least important? All right. So the fun part about this is that we're all different. So, not everybody's going to be the same. All right. Once you rank them, you should have one word that is the most important to you. Okay. For me, mine was freedom. Freedom was my most important. My list was freedom, blessed, peaceful, happy, joyful, creative, fun. That's how my list went. All right. Again, yours could be peaceful, or yours could be creative over in everything. It doesn't matter. It's you. So your first word, the one that's most important to you, put that in your little fill in the blank spot. So mine is my purpose is to pursue freedom because that was my first one. That was the one that was most important to me. Okay. And now your second most important word, put that in the second blank spot. So my purpose is to pursue freedom and feel blessed and peace, helping others do the same. So it's going to kind of look like this now. I'll put this in the chat. Okay. Does that make sense, everybody? So that now you have your purpose. All right. So now at the top of the mountain, we have our purpose right here. Purpose. All right. See how easy that was? Now we know our purpose. So now that we have our purpose, okay, this is the guide since it's not very specific, right? It's not specific, but now we have to dig deeper and we have to find that mission to be more specific. Okay. So next thing we're going to do is I'm going to put in the chat here. It's your life's work. So again, we're going to put in the chat. Where am I going? There. So my life's work is to help blank by doing blank by doing blank. Okay? Everybody with me? Do I need to catch up or what do we do? Everybody okay? Type of 1, we're good?
Do that again. Say that again.
My life's work is to help blank by doing blank by doing blank. We're going to fill in the blanks. I got a couple ones. Needs more ones. Because I don't want to get ahead. Everybody ready? Okay. So next, I want you to make 3 categories. All right. 3 categories. You're going to make heartbreak. You're going to make anger. And you're going to make envy. I'm going to type this in here. Okay. 3 categories. Heartbreak, anger, envy. All right. If I need to stop, let me know. Okay. Now, for the anger column, I want you to list 3 issues that have completely angered you. Completely angered you. Like racism or selfish people. I don't know. Something that has just completely angered you. Type 3 issues that have completely angered you. Okay. And then heartbreak, type 3 things that just break your heart. Like just absolutely break your heart. Like selfish parents or, people who are just down on their luck. All right. Just something that absolutely breaks your heart. And then envy, I want you to type 3 things that you are most envious of. All right. So my 3, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of give you guys ideas. Anger, mean people. I cannot stand mean people, dishonest, manipulative, cheaters. I can't stand them. Okay. Closed-minded people. I don't like closed-minded people. They just angers me. Like open your mind, learn something. And selfish parents. I can't, they all just need to fall off the face of the earth. Heartbreak is wasted talent, laziness, and people with bad luck. Envious. I am envious of like happy, healthy relationships. I'm envious of skinny people who can eat all day long. And I'm envious of people who thinks that just come natural to them. There's always somebody that no matter what they do, they're like excel in everything. And they don't even have to like practice. So those are mine. All right. Is everybody ready? Can we move forward? So look at what all those things have in common. Then we're going to fill in our template. All right. So your heartbreak tells you what kind of group of people you're meant to help. Okay. Your anger tells you what issues you're meant to change. And your envy tells you what your next practical step is in that area. All right. So if I look at mine, it basically says my life's work is to help fulfill passion for people to quit being mean by working hard. So basically my passion is to create good, hardworking people. Okay. So does that fill in right there? So when we do this, so my life's work is to help create, paste that in there, is to help create good, hardworking people, right? So that's what we're going to do. Okay. So now you have your purpose, right? We're good on purpose. Purpose is good. Okay. So now we're going to go to our dreams. All right. So now on your piece of paper, okay, on your piece of paper, in 10 years from now, what does your life look like? What is the best version of you? What do you look like? What does your day look like? What kind of clothes are you wearing? What kind of vehicle are you driving? What type of house are you living in? What does your career look like? Who's in your life? How do they treat you? Be specific, okay? Don't overthink it, but I want you to write down what you are in 10 years using I am. Okay, so speak present tense. Don't limit yourself because we're going to get more specific in this in a little bit. So like, for example, I am a 5-star platinum. I am traveling every month. I am debt-free. I am booking $1 million every year. I am a top commission earner. I am a grandma. I am living a life that I've dreamed of, right? I am surrounded by true friends who are successful. Okay. So just write down what you are in 10 years. Now, look at this every day. Look at this list every day. Look at this list, put it somewhere where you are looking at it every day and tell yourself that every day. Okay. Do that. Now, which one of these are you going after first? Not the easiest one. Okay. Go after the one that puts all of the other ones in place. The one that starts that domino effect. The one that scares you, excites you, but it's the one that helps you work your way down the mountain. Okay. So like I am 5-star platinum. It works my way to travel every month, to become debt free, right? To be a top commission earner, to book $1 million every year, to live that life that I'm dreaming of. Okay. So pick the one that follows, that's a domino effect that leads to all the other ones. All right. Okay. So now we're on our goals. Who keeps touching my stuff? Wait, goals. Oops. All right. So now we're on goals. Okay. So goals are awesome. We're not going to set a yearly goal yet because, like SMART goals, you need your goals to be time bound. All right. So, when setting our goals, we're going to do the who, what, how, and why. All right. We're going to do a first quarter template here. Okay. So, I want everybody on your piece of paper, right, by the end of quarter one, March 31st. Okay. I'm going to put this in the chat. I will be a who with a what by how/how many because why. Okay. This is your first quarter goal. All right. Who do you want to be by the end of first quarter? Do you want to be a bronze? Do you want to be a gold? Do you want to be a booking beast? Do you want to book $25,000? Do you want to book $50,000? Do you want to be a YouTuber? Do you want to be a trainer? Do you want to be a presenter? What do you want to be? Do you want to be a spouse? Do you want to, what do you want to be by March 31st, your first quarter of 2025? Okay. Next question. What do you want to have now? Like now. This is kind of like what they call your outcome goal, because an outcome goal, we have no control over it, right? We have less control over it. So we don't spend too much time on this one, but think about what you want to have the purpose of your outcome goal is. So like my outcome goal, like what I want now is I want 1,000 YouTube subscribers. Okay. Because I can't control who subscribes, but it's what I want. All right. So, stream other ideas, that you want to set your goal around. Okay. So that's your outcome goal. Now, what do you want to have by the end of this quarter? And how are you going to do it? Okay. So write down how you're going to do it with what like verbs, actions you're going to take. This is where it gets important because how many of those things are you going to do? So if you're going to post, like if you want to be a booking beast, and you're going to post mock bookings, or if you want to be a silver or gold or whatever, you're going to do job ads, right? How many of them are you going to do? Are you going to post once a week, or are you going to post 3 times a day? Are you going to add yourself into groups? Are you going to, do a job ad? If you want to hit gold, when do you want to open up? Like if you want to hit gold, right? Like I want to hit platinum or whatever, but those of you aiming for gold, when do you want to open up your second account, right? You have to have that date. When do you want to open up your third account? You have to have that date, that fourth account. Be specific on your dates and your timeline. Okay. So if you want to book, your first quarter, you want to book $100,000, you have to book 33,000 by the end of January, right? So now we're going to start on your why. Okay. We always talk about your why, but honestly, I don't think some people's whys are strong enough because they say they want to do this, or you say you want to do that. And then I'll go and look and see like what, you're doing. And I don't see anything that you're doing, right? I don't see you working your business. And then, you're not posting, or you're not sharing, or you're not telling anybody, what you are and what you want to do, and you're not hitting your goals. So your why is where it comes back to your purpose. Is it, because you want to prove to yourself that you can do it. I want to know what the bounds of my potentials are. And I might not figure that out in a year, but I want to know that I gave it my all, right? So I want to be able to look back and know where the bounds of my potentials are, right? It because you feel like there's a hole that needs to be filled. Is it because you have a purpose that's so valuable? You need to know you need to feel expansive. Okay. So your why is the soul of your goal. All right. So we're setting that quarterly goal, and this is what I would call your quarterly mountain. All right. So forward thinkers are backwards planners, and that's what we're going to start. That's what we're going to keep in mind. So by the end of quarter one, March 31st, I will become platinum with 320 agents by posting job ads 3 times a day, utilizing LinkedIn, utilizing other job sites, telling everybody about it, because receiving that platinum check, it's a full-time monthly income. All right. So forward thinkers or backwards planners. So my goal is March 31st, right? So if I would be platinum by March 31st, I will need to have 107 agents in my second leg by February 28th. Okay. And then in my first leg, I will need to have 107 agents by January 30th. Does that make sense? So I went backwards. Okay. So let's say like if your goal is to book, I'm trying to think here, $100,000 by the end of January 31st, right? You will need to have, oh God, I did wrong. 33,000. So $66,000 booked February 28th, right? You'll need to have $33,000 booked January 31st. Okay. So we're going backwards. We have the quarterly goals, we have monthly goals, but now we're going to make weekly goals. Okay. So our weekly goal, we're just going to do it 1 month at a time. So if I need 107 agents by the end of January, I'm at 70 now. I need 37 agents, right? Divide that by 4 weeks, and I will get around to, that should be around 9, 10 agents a week. Okay. So then we break it down by 10, right? 10 agents. If I need 10 divided by 7, that's 1.5 agents a day. Okay. If I could draw on my whiteboard, this would be a lot more, break it down. But does everybody understand what I'm trying to get at? What I'm doing? So we're going backwards. Okay. So it's a day-by-day tactic that we use. Day 1, I need this. Day 2 will lead me to this. Day 3 leads me to this, so on, right? Your goals are smaller and smaller, so it keeps us moving up that mountain. Okay. So now we're going to be more specific. All right. So this is called the 5 to Strive system. 5 to Strive. It's basically making measurable gains on your mountain. You don't need to devote your whole life to this. Okay. You don't devote your whole life to your goal. All right. It doesn't have to be crazy. It doesn't have to take over your whole life. It's 5 hours per week. 5 hours per week to work on your big goal. So it basically breaks down what you are going to do for 1 hour every day to maximize hitting those goals. 1 hour a day. Does everybody have 1 hour a day? Setting your routine puts you on an autopilot. So it becomes where you don't have to think about it anymore, and it becomes part of your daily schedule. All right. So this is where you're setting yourself up to trust the process. You can make tweaks, in your system. Like if it doesn't work out, whatever, you can fix it. It's your routine. We're all human. We all have lives. We all struggle, right? There's always going to be that one day of the week, whatever, where you just need your downtime. You don't even want to think about anything. Okay. You're so busy, you don't even want to turn your computer on. All right. When you know that's going to happen, plan out 5 minutes the night before and have everything set up for you for that next day. All right. So it's there and you don't have to think about starting. All right. I know when it's late and I'm working on, quotes, and I know I have a couple more to do, I will get it ready. So when I wake up in the morning, I'm looking at my laptop. That's what I see. Like I see my template. I have my request a quote form filled out, up. It's ready for me. So I don't even have to think about doing it. I know it's there. All right. So plan out your day the night before. Have your computer on so you're looking at what you're doing. Keep yourself in motion so you don't have to overthink anything and it just comes natural to you. All right, let's go back to the top of our mountain. Okay, purpose. So we have purpose, dreams, goals, our system that we just put in place, and now our habits. All right. So what is the habit? We need one habit to rule them all, because a lot of times there's a lot of there's a lot of areas of life that we want to grow in, right? We want to eat better. We want to work out more. We want to have better relationships. We want to say no more. We want to say yes more. Who here has a daily planner and actually uses it? Who has that daily planner and actually uses their daily planner? I see a couple yeses. I see a couple laughing emojis. Yes, right? So this is where those habits come in. At the end of month 1, write down your goal. At the end of week 3, week 2, week 1, remember we're going backwards. Write down those goals. Write down those daily goals. Write down that hourly goal. Get it all the way down to the hour. This is what sets your habits. What are your daily actions to attain these weekly goals, right? This keeps your goals in your mind every day, which all lead back to your purpose, okay? So this leads back to what do you want out of life? Once you can reach back to your purpose, having these hourly habits leads you to your goals, okay? And it puts you in your dreams, and it puts your dreams in reach, and everything falls into place. It's that domino effect. It's a stepping stone for everything. All right, so we're going to do this for 1 year. Everything we just talked about, we're going to do this for 1 year. At the end of this year, December 30th, 2025, so Rachel put it on my calendar, we're going to come back and we're going to look at this. All right, we're going to look and we're going to sit, I sat down a year ago, I did a thing, and I said I was going to do. Okay, if you haven't reached your goals in the past, I just want to remind you that we tend to overestimate what we can do in 2 years or in a year, but we underestimate what we can do in 10 years. There have been years, these past 2 years, right? I've had a specific goal in mind. I have not hit it, okay? But I have far exceeded what I've ever thought I was ever going to do in these past 4 years. Okay? So we're going to do this together. All right? We're going to do this together. I'm going to be working on mine. You guys are going to work on yours. The end of this time next year, we're going to do this, right? Be diligent with that one habit, and your goals and dreams will all fall into place to fulfill that purpose. Yay! All right. So I'm going to, we want a Q&A. I'm going to stop recording. And then, so good luck everybody for the year. And we're going to come back and we're going to, this time next year, we're going to do this. All right. Perfect. Yay.